The synchronous alternator that we have been considering from previous few lectures responds to rising load current and dropping power factor by reducing terminal voltage. This reduction is not expected but could not be avoided with constant excitation. Even with increasing excitation, to keep terminal voltage constant has a limitation due to magnetic materials characteristics. This is how region of magnetic curve that machine may use from no load to full load is decided. This decided portion of magnetic characteristics must be a linear part of characteristics. Let us consider the phasor diagram that supplies load at some intermediate value of load current and power factor. It may be noted that approximately 0.8 power factor load draws lagging current from synchronous alternator. Also assume that this current may be between 80 to 100% of rated current of alternator. Phasor diagram is self-explanatory with respect to the relation between open circuit induced EMF E and terminal voltage V. Now with present phasor diagram, we could move by adding various voltage drops to terminal voltage to reach up to open circuited induced EMF E. Starting with alternate armature resistance drop that is in phase with load current is very small portion among other voltage drops. Next is inductive reactance of armature windings. This is in phase quadrature with load current. This inductive reactance drop is 3 to 4 times resistance drop on comparing RMS value of voltage drops. The last drop is fictitious reactance drop that account for armature reaction due to load current. This drop is in phase quadrature with load current and in phase with inductive reactance drop. This explains us the relations of various voltage drops, terminal voltage and induced EMF. This phasor diagram would be altered if we change load current value or if we change load power factor value. If magnitude of load current changes, magnitude of all voltage drops changes and power factor changes various angles between voltage drops and other voltages. The two variables that changes phasor diagram are load current and load power factor. The extreme values for these parameters are load current from no load to full load and power factor from 0 leading through unity to 0 lagging. All these changes in electrical load on alternator working on its local load either increases or decreases terminal voltage. Now consider phasor diagram shown at second position. This phasor diagram is one extreme case with 0 leading power factor. It could be seen from phasor diagram that armature reaction drop, instead of getting deducted from induced EMF E, it is added to E to rise the terminal voltage beyond E. This phenomena may be understood as a magnetizing armature reaction instead of demagnetizing armature reaction. Other voltage drop positions are as per earlier explanation, that is resistance drop is in phase and reactance drop is in phase quadrature with load current. The next or third phasor diagram corresponds to unity power factor full load. We may see on phasor diagram that current is in phase with terminal voltage. Resistance voltage drop is in phase with load current and synchronous reactance drop is in phase quadrature with load current. It may be noted that synchronous reactance is a sum of inductive reactance and fictitious reactance. The synchronous impedance drop forms a right angle triangle with other two drops, and this right angle triangle rotates as power factor changes from 0 to unity power factor. The last phasor diagram that we see on slide corresponds to 0 power factor lagging or inductive load. Now in this case of load terminal, in this case load terminal voltage drops below induced EMF E due to synchronous impedance. As in all earlier cases, resistance drop is in phase with load current and synchronous reactance drop is in phase quadrature with load current. Armature reaction is in phase, in this case demagnetizing them. We may notice change in value of angle phi from leading 0 power factor through unity power factor to lagging zero power factor. The value changes in this angle is from minus 90 through 0 to plus 90 degrees. With change in value of this angle phi, position of right angle triangle changes. We may note that angle between induced EMF E and terminal voltage V is known as power angle and designated as a delta. With zero power factor, this power angle delta is extremely small and corresponds to armature copper losses only. When full load electrical power generation when full load electrical power is generated, the value of angle delta is maximum. In conclusion, we say that terminal voltage is very much variable parameter with changing load current and load power factor. Practical load requires constant terminal voltage. To seek constant terminal voltage, excitation must be continuously changed with load current and power factor.